Perfect. So we've talked a little bit about piston stroke. Now with our piston stroke, we also have to be thinking about where we're playing on the bars, our playing spot. So let's take a listen at this, at all of the different spots that we can play at. So we have a whole spectrum of different sounds that we can create just by where we're hitting the bars. So really it's all about what kind of sound that you want to get. Typically we want the most tone, the most overtones that we can get. So do you know where exactly on the instrument you should play to get the most overtones?
Well, I know you avoid the center.
Yes, you avoid the center.
Where it sounded most dead.
Yes.
Where you demonstrated.
The center, and also where else does it sound?
Where else to
dead?
avoid?
Yeah.
Kind of right over this rail here.
Yeah. Because that's just a really, really dead sound. And maybe sometimes you might want that. It's not a bad sound. It's a little bit of a dead sound.
Right.
And it's situational.
Okay.
As are all sounds in percussion. It's really what is the appropriate sound that you're looking for. But typically you want to get the most tone, to get the most overtones, you want to be right over the resonator rails. Right over the rails that go right outside of the resonators. That's where you want to set up, is top and bottom there. The other place where you can get a lot of nice overtones is up here on your accidentals, right here on the edge. Right here on the edge, because as soon as you hit that string, it's dead. And then sometimes getting up to the resonators is awkward, because it's far up on the instrument. So sometimes, especially on like faster passages, you're just going to want to hit the edge of the bar up here.
Okay.
So we've talked about the piston stroke, we've talked a little bit about economy of movement, we've talked about playing spot. The other thing we need to talk about is where to set up and shifting. Shifting between notes. So let's take a look at this first exercise here, and let's just do it in that C major scale.
Okay.
So just pick any C up there, and we're going to do our piston stroke. We're going to start here. And I should have started here on my left hand instead.
Got it. Okay.
So we're going to do that exercise, and before we do it, we need to make sure we check the range of it. So what's the range of it?
It's just an octave of C.
Yeah, it's just an octave of C. So when we're playing these instruments, we need to check and make sure what the range is, so we can set ourselves up right in the middle. Okay. That way we don't have to start down here and then move up and move our feet. Because if we're just here in the middle, all we need to do is shift our weight. Okay, that's all we need to do. So we can start here shifting our weight, and as we move up, we just keep shifting and shifting and shifting.
Okay.
And do you know why it is we want to shift our weight as opposed to another kind of movement?
So you're always, so you're always like perpendicular to the instrument.
Yeah. Exactly. Because here's what's going to happen if I'm just going to swivel here. This is what's going to happen. Here, I'll just. And then now where's my playing spot?
Right in the.
Yeah, I'm in a spot that's not going to get me a consistent sound. So you want to be. That way you can stay on your playing spots that you know where you want to play. You can stay on that playing spot consistently all the way through the range. And so the other thing that we need to talk about is the shifting. So we're in the middle of the range. Let's say we're in the fourth measure where we've got 4 notes.
Yeah.
So tell me what you're seeing here. What do you see there?
Kind of how you're bringing the left hand back to the beginning C or the original C.
Yeah, and I didn't keep it the most consistent. One time I did wait a really long time.
Yeah.
But the idea is that once you're done with with the last note that you play in that measure, you really want to go as quickly as possible back to wherever you need to get to start the next measure. Because if I were going to draw it on the board, it would be like a down arrow. It'd be like a down arrow versus going back up and then across to back versus down and then just straight over.
Okay.
So we have less movement if we just go down and then straight over back here, as opposed to down, up, back, and then we're going back down. It eliminates that up and then back over. We can just go right over to it.
Okay.
So we want to have that kind of efficiency. So let's try that first pattern right there. I'm going to get Met going. Let's go E4. All right, and let's play it together the first time. Okay, just on the C major. 1, 2, ready, go. So, yeah, actually, you know what? Let's do that again.
Okay.
And I won't play it with you this time.
Okay. Do you want me same octave, okay, or do you want me
Wherever you want.
I'm just
on
gonna
the
sing one again. Then.
Okay. Whenever you're ready. Good shift. Okay, mostly good, mostly good. What I did see a little bit though is you tend to you're twisting just your upper body. Make sure that we're shifting the weight just back and forth so we're staying parallel to the instrument.
Okay.
Let's try G major. Same pattern but on G major. Okay. Yeah, where you can set up the range.